This basically confirms it, as Cam Neely has finally spoken out surrounding the captaincy of this team, as well as Marco Sturm, but also has spoken out surrounding the future of this team and what to expect ahead of next season with the lineup and the young players that are trying to make a push for this team, with Matt Pastrnak catching a very interesting quote. We're going to be breaking it all down here in this video, folks. Before we do, if you haven't already, be sure to drop a sub here on the channel. Help us get to our goal of 9K, and we have a lot of stuff coming. This season is going to be a very exciting one. You will not want to miss it. We're going to have all of the news right here as it comes out, so you will not want to miss it. Be sure to drop a sub on the channel. Now, with a lot to be said, Cam Neely spoke out about the captaincy and a lot of very interesting things about it, not necessarily saying that there would be a new one. And you see this here. This is really where all things started off. He said, I don't know if you necessarily need to have a guy unless there is one that we really, one guy that really stands out. We've been blessed to have great captains here. So Cam Neely, not necessarily dropping, a new revelation, but it's certainly not what I expected to see. But we've expected two names in specific, David Pastrnak and Charlie McAvoy. Those are the two that I think we all have just kind of been ready for, but there has not been any formal idea or any really announcement to this point just yet whatsoever. But what we do know is that Cam Neely, Don Sweeney, and Marco Sturm are all meeting very soon to discuss what is to be expected. We're going to touch on that here in just a moment. Very quickly, folks, before we do, we have a word from the sponsor of this video, Anson Belt & Buckle. Do you know what ruins a great outfit really fast? An old beat-up belt that doesn't fit right. Most guys are still wearing the belts with stretched out holes that either pinch your waist or snag and just throw off your whole look. That's why I'm excited to have Anson Belt & Buckle as the sponsor of today's video. Instead of holes, Anson uses the micro-adjustable track system with quarter-inch increments so your belt fits perfectly every single time. Once you experience that kind of fit and comfort, trust me, you will never want to wear a regular belt again. I've been wearing mine nonstop, and honestly, it's the best I've ever owned. Once you try it, trust me, you'll never go back to old belts. And if you're wondering why you should trust them, this company that has a proudly family-owned and operated has earned over 40,000 five-star reviews with a lifetime guarantee. They stand behind every product they make, and once you get one, you will see why. Because Anson Belt & Buckle is sponsoring today's video, when you click the link in the description or scan the QR code to build a box set, you will get 2 bonus pieces, a buckle and a strap, completely free. That's 3 buckles and 3 straps, which can be mixed and matched in 9 unique belt combos all in one. It's an exclusive deal you will not get anywhere else, so click the link, build your set, and upgrade your belt game today. And thank you, Anson Belt & Buckle, for sponsoring this video. Now this is what we had to see with Cam Neely surrounding the captaincy and the meeting that they are going to hold. Maybe it's more of a tradition in hockey where you have a letter on a sweater. Don, Marco, and I are going to sit down shortly to talk about it. So this is something that could be resolved, could be figured out by Bruins fans very, very soon. I think it all depends on, what this team's plans are, because obviously it is between two. But it seems like the big thing is if they do not have one clear-cut captain, which right now I don't think they do. I think they have, decide between 2 players. They may still not actually run a captain. And this is what Marco Sturm said on the topic as well. I said I always wanted a captain, but now being through it in the first time coaching with me as a head coach and not having a captain, I thought it went really well. So, it is true. It's just a letter on a jersey. You don't need to have one specific leader when you have a team of leaders like this team does, because we know that this team is, still getting very young. A lot of younger names are coming into this lineup, and we've seen that even those names have been leaders at many different points. So when you have 20 leaders on a team, you don't really need a captain, although, it would make sense for the Bruins to name one. So, folks, let me know what you think. Do you think the Bruins are actually going to name a captain, or are they going to go without one again for this season? But give me your thoughts down below. Give me your vote. Would you go David Pastrnak, Charlie McAvoy, maybe Nikita Zadorov, somebody else? Drop your thoughts down below. Let me know who you would choose. But when Cam Neely was speaking on this, it wasn't just of the captaincy. He spoke a lot about the younger players on this team as well. He said, I'm excited about the competition in camp this year. To be honest with you, see some of the younger kids push for jobs. James Hagan's got a taste a little bit last year. I know he's gotten working really hard this offseason. We got a new player in JJ Paterka. I'm excited to see what he brings to us and just the competition in camp. these younger guys should be licking their chops and saying, I want that spot right there. So this is a bit of a different change from what we've seen over the past couple of seasons because, the Bruins lineup has been a little bit on the older side, over the past couple of years, but now we're getting this young influx of players coming in, more than every year at this point. We've been seeing it quite a lot, and just being able to have players like Fraser Minten, James Higgins, eventually Dean Letourneau, Will Zellers, Oliver Moore, so many more names come in here and kind of be able, knowing that they're able to make this lineup now, is going to be a fresh start because we know that right now, the rankings, the Bruins don't have too many top prospects necessarily. You see this from The Athletic, who named their top 13 for the Bruins, who I believe were 20th ranked in the NHL. Correct me if I am wrong down below. But looking at the top 5, these are the guys you really need to keep an eye out for over the next year, calendar year from August 18th, 2027. James Higgins, Fraser Minten, Matt Poitras, Dan Slakmelos, and Dean Letourneau. Now, one name in specific has really, a lot of question marks surrounding him, and that's Matt Poitras. Of course, he's still not signed to any sort of deal and is not projected a crazy amount, and I feel like that's a big question as to whether the Bruins are or not going to keep him around. Are they planning on trading him, getting something else? They do not. I think this is one big thing that they do not want to do, is do exactly what they did with Fabian Lysell, Georgi Merkulov, Oscar Yelvik as of a couple of days ago. His rights are no longer with the Bruins after not being signed. They do not want that to happen with Matt Poitras. And the decision has to be made. Are they going to sign him? Are they going to trade him? Something needs to be done. They can't just let him sit and not play this year. But, when you look right now at his projected contract, it's a 1 year, $850K. I mean, we know the Bruins can do it. That's not a surprise to anybody at all. But the question is going to still remain. Is he going to have an impact? 44 points in 69 games last year, to me at least, makes sense. He should be in at least a conversation to be in this lineup. He's made enough impact. He's had enough show. He's gotten stronger. And in the 3 games that he played with the Bruins last year, he looked good. So I'm not counting him out in any which way. I really do hope that he does have some sort of an impact with this Bruins team, but I just want a decision to be made. So I do wonder if, in this case, I guess Cam Neely's discussion has been surrounding Matt Poitras, if it all kind of holds to what's going to happen or if things go in a separate direction. I want to know what you guys think down below with this as well, because we don't really know what the plan is going to be, but I think the only thing we can hope is that Matt Poitras gets an opportunity wherever it may be. And keep in mind, he still is only 22 years old. So give me your thoughts down below, but that's all I got. If you did enjoy, give it a like, hit the sub button as well. I am signing out. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later.